Life Stories presents the inspiring journey of Emma and Tina, two best friends navigating the challenges of small-town life in Springfield. When a simple act of kindness changes Emma's destiny, Tina is left to confront her own choices and discover the true meaning of compassion and empathy. Through love, resilience, and profound life lessons, their story illustrates how one moment can transform lives and foster lasting change. Join us as we delve into their heartfelt experiences and the enduring power of generosity. Subscribe to our channel to start the story today and witness the incredible impact of kindness unfold. The blistering sun bore down on the dusty roads of Springfield, a small town where every day seemed to blend into the next under the relentless heat. My friend Tina and I were on our way to submit our job applications at a nearby company, both of us clutching our hopes tightly within brown envelopes. The weight of our aspirations felt almost tangible as we navigated the familiar yet weary streets, the horizon shimmering with the promise of a new beginning. As we trudged along, the oppressive heat seemed to amplify the exhaustion in our bones. Sweat trickled down my back, and I could feel the weight of my envelope pressing firmly against my side. Despite the physical strain, my heart fluttered with anticipation about what the future might hold. Tina, ever the pragmatist, walked beside me with a determined stride, her eyes fixed on the distant office building that symbolized our dreams. It was then that we noticed her, a frail elderly woman struggling under the burden of a large bundle of firewood. She moved slowly, each step a laborious effort that seemed to sap her dwindling energy. Her posture was bent, her frame trembling as she fought against the weight. I glanced at Tina, hoping she might share a sympathetic look. But instead, Tina frowned and muttered under her breath, "Why is this old woman disturbing us? We're not here to carry firewood, we have more important things to do." I felt a pang of hesitation, torn between empathy and the urgency of our mission. The woman's eyes met mine, filled with a quiet plea that spoke volumes. Her voice, though weak, carried a desperate sincerity. "Please, my daughters, help me carry this firewood to my house. It's not far, and I am very tired." Tina scoffed, her impatience barely contained. "Emma, we'll be late for the company. Why should we waste our time?" Her dismissal left me conflicted. I could feel the weight of the moment pressing down on me, the old woman's vulnerability tugging at my conscience. "Tina," I began softly, "she needs help. It won't take long." Tina shook her head, frustration etched into her features as she turned to walk away. But something inside me refused to let her go. The woman's plea resonated deeply, stirring emotions I hadn't expected. Taking a deep breath, I made my decision. "Let me help you," I said gently, dropping my envelope on the ground. The act felt both liberating and daunting as I lifted the heavy bundle onto my head. "Thank you, my child," the old woman whispered, her voice tinged with gratitude. "May God bless you." The journey to her house was longer than I had anticipated. We walked through winding paths, the scenery gradually shifting from the dusty roads of Springfield to a more serene, almost idyllic setting. Finally, we arrived at her home, a modest mud hut with a thatched roof, surrounded by a small, thriving garden of vegetables. The simplicity of her abode contrasted sharply with the grand aspirations we held for ourselves. Gently placing the firewood down, I wiped the sweat from my brow, feeling a sense of accomplishment mixed with exhaustion. "Thank you, my dear," she repeated with a warm smile. "Please, come inside and rest." I hesitated for a moment, the allure of a cool drink against the backdrop of our pressing goals pulling me in different directions. But the weariness in her eyes convinced me to accept her invitation. Stepping inside, I was struck by the unexpected sense of wealth hidden beneath the simplicity. The furniture was old but meticulously maintained, and several framed photographs adorned the walls, each capturing moments of joy and togetherness. The old woman disappeared into another room and returned with a small envelope. "Take this, my daughter," she said, handing it to me. It's just a little token of appreciation for your kindness. I shook my head, humility anchoring my refusal. No, I can't take this. I helped you because it was the right thing to do. She smiled, a gentle warmth radiating from her. Please, take it. You don't know what you've done for me today. Reluctantly, I accepted the envelope, thanking her once more before leaving the house. As I stepped back onto the road, Tina was waiting impatiently, her eyes narrowed with annoyance. Without opening it, I slipped the envelope into my bag, eager to return to our original path. You finally came back, Tina snapped, her impatience palpable. Do you think that firewood will give you a job? Let's go. The rest of the day seemed to pass in a blur as we submitted our applications, the encounter with the elderly woman lingering in my thoughts. That evening, alone in the quiet of my small apartment, I couldn't shake the curiosity that gnawed at me. Opening the envelope, I found a handwritten note. You showed kindness when others wouldn't. Come see me tomorrow for an opportunity that will change your life. Below the note was a business card bearing the name Chief Mrs. Laura Adams, along with an address in a wealthy neighborhood. My hands trembled as I read her name aloud to Tina, who looked over my shoulder with skepticism. She's one of the richest women in this country. Emma, she remarked, disbelief evident in her tone. I exhaled slowly, the weight of the moment settling over me. Who is Chief Mrs. Laura Adams? Tina shrugged, her impatience giving way to a begrudging curiosity. Does it matter? Let's focus on getting our jobs. But the seed had been planted. The next day, I found myself dressed carefully, the brown envelope clutched tightly in my hand as I made my way to the address provided. The mansion that greeted me was grandiose, with tall gates and sprawling gardens that seemed to stretch endlessly. A guard at the entrance escorted me inside, and I was soon standing before Chief Laura herself. The elderly woman I had helped looked entirely different now, adorned in elegant attire and sparkling jewelry that caught the sunlight streaming through the large windows. Welcome, my dear, she greeted warmly, her eyes reflecting genuine kindness. Because of your kindness yesterday, I want to offer you a job in my company. People like you, with a good heart, are hard to find. Tears welled in my eyes as I stammered. Thank you so much, Chief Laura. In that moment, the sun seemed to shine a little brighter, illuminating the path that kindness had paved for me. Little did I know, this single act of compassion would not only transform my life but also set the stage for profound lessons about empathy, love, and the enduring power of doing the right thing. The days that followed my meeting with Chief Laura Adams were nothing short of transformative. Walking into her grand office for the first time, I felt a mix of awe and nervous excitement. The spacious room was adorned with elegant furnishings and large windows that offered a breathtaking view of Springfield's skyline. Chief Laura greeted me warmly, her presence both commanding and comforting. Welcome, Emma, she said with a genuine smile. I'm pleased to have you on board. Starting my role as her personal assistant was both challenging and exhilarating. Chief Laura was a woman of immense grace and intelligence. Her expectations high but always delivered with kindness. Every morning began with a detailed briefing, outlining the day's tasks and priorities. I found myself quickly adapting to the fast-paced environment, my initial nervousness giving way to a sense of purpose and determination. One particular afternoon stands out vividly in my memory. Chief Laura tasked me with organizing a charity event aimed at supporting underprivileged youth in Springfield. The responsibility was daunting, but her unwavering belief in my abilities fueled my efforts. Late nights were spent coordinating with volunteers, managing logistics, and ensuring every detail was perfect. The experience taught me invaluable lessons in leadership, resilience, and the power of community. As weeks turned into months, my confidence grew. I navigated complex schedules, handled delicate negotiations, and even began contributing ideas that were well received by the team. Chief Laura often praised my dedication, reinforcing my belief that kindness and integrity truly do open doors. Her mentorship extended beyond professional guidance. She shared stories of her own struggles and triumphs, fostering a deep sense of trust and respect between us. Meanwhile, Tina's journey took a different path. She remained fixated on her job applications, her frustration palpable whenever our paths crossed. Observing my progress, a mixture of admiration and envy brewed within her. "You think helping that old woman was going to change everything?" she would ask, her tone tinged with bitterness. Her reluctance to embrace empathy left her stagnant, the opportunities slipping through her fingers as I soared ahead. One evening, after a particularly successful event, Chief Laura invited me to a quiet dinner at her home. The conversation flowed effortlessly, touching on topics of personal growth, the importance of giving back, and the profound impact of simple acts of kindness. "Emma," she said thoughtfully, "your compassion is your greatest strength. Never lose sight of that, no matter how high you climb." Her words resonated deeply, reinforcing the lessons I had learned along the way. I realized that my journey was not just about personal success, but about inspiring others to embrace empathy and generosity. The gratitude I felt from those we helped was a constant reminder of why I chose to help the elderly woman that day. One afternoon, as I was reflecting on my progress, I received a call from Tina. Her voice was unsteady, a stark contrast to her usual impatience. "Emma, can we talk?" she asked hesitantly. My heart ached at the vulnerability in her tone, a side of her I rarely saw. Agreeing to meet, I wondered what had prompted this sudden shift. We met at a quiet cafe, the bustling town outside a stark contrast to the serenity inside. Tina looked weary, her eyes clouded with regret. "I've been watching what you've done," she began softly. "I see how your life has changed, and I can't help but feel, I don't know, left behind." Her admission was a moment of clarity, a realization of what she had missed by not choosing kindness over convenience. Taking her hand gently, I shared my experiences and the profound impact of embracing empathy. "Tina, it's never too late to change," I encouraged. "Kindness isn't about what you can gain, but about what you can give. It has the power to transform not just others, but yourself as well." Her eyes glistened with unshed tears, a silent acknowledgement of the lessons she had yet to learn. "I want to be better, Emma," she whispered. "I want to make a difference. Just like you." In that moment, I knew our friendship had reached a new level of understanding and mutual support. Together, we began to envision a future where our combined efforts could create lasting change, proving that even in a small town like Springfield, acts of kindness could ripple outwards, touching countless lives. The weeks following our conversation at the cafe marked a profound shift in both of our lives. Tina's transformation was neither immediate nor effortless, but it was sincere and deeply moving. Watching her grapple with her past actions and strive towards a better future filled me with a mixture of hope and determination. Our friendship, once strained by impatience and misunderstanding, began to heal as we embarked on this new journey together. Tina started by volunteering at a local orphanage, a place that had long been neglected but was teeming with children who needed guidance and support. Her initial steps were hesitant, her movements tentative as she navigated the unfamiliar territory of selflessness and empathy. However, it didn't take long for her innate kindness to shine through. She spent hours tutoring children, organizing donations, and creating engaging activities that brought smiles to their faces. Each small act of kindness she performed chipped away at the walls of bitterness that had once defined her. One afternoon, as I observed Tina patiently teaching a group of eager young minds, I felt a swell of pride. Her eyes sparkled with a newfound purpose, and her interactions were filled with genuine warmth and understanding. "You're doing an amazing job, Tina," I whispered, not wanting to disrupt the serene atmosphere. She glanced up, her cheeks flushed with a mix of exhaustion and fulfillment. "Thank you, Emma. I never knew how rewarding this could be. Encouraged by her progress, I introduced Tina to the foundation I had established in Chief Laura's honor. The foundation aimed to empower underprivileged communities, provide scholarships, and promote acts of kindness. Tina's passion and dedication made her a perfect fit for our mission. Together, we spearheaded campaigns that reached far beyond the confines of Springfield, touching lives in ways we had only dreamed of. Our collaborative efforts began to bear fruit. We organized workshops that taught young women essential skills, offered mentorship programs for aspiring leaders, and launched initiatives that encouraged community members to support one another. Tina's ability to connect with people on a personal level proved invaluable, her experiences lending authenticity and depth to our projects. Her journey from skepticism to wholehearted support served as a powerful testament to the transformative power of kindness. As our foundation grew, so did our friendship. We spent countless hours strategizing, sharing stories, and supporting each other through the inevitable challenges that came with our expanding responsibilities. The bond between us was strengthened by our shared vision and the mutual respect that had blossomed from our earlier tensions. Tina often reflected on her initial reluctance, expressing gratitude for the second chance she had been given. I was so wrong. Emma, helping that old woman was the best decision I ever made. It's changed my life in ways I couldn't have imagined. One particularly memorable evening, we hosted a community event aimed at celebrating acts of kindness. The hall was filled with individuals from all walks of life, each sharing their own stories of compassion and generosity. As I stood before the crowd, I looked over to see Tina beaming with pride, her presence a beacon of hope and redemption. Tina, I began, your journey embodies the very essence of what this foundation stands for. Your willingness to change and embrace kindness has inspired us all. Tina stepped forward, her voice steady and filled with emotion. There was a time when I couldn't see the value in helping others. But Emma showed me that kindness isn't about what you can gain, it's about what you can give. It's about making a difference, one small act at a time. The applause that followed was a powerful affirmation of our collective efforts. In that moment, I realized that our stories were intertwined in a way that transcended our individual experiences. Together, we had created a ripple effect of kindness that was spreading far beyond our initial intentions. As the years passed, Tina continued to evolve, her heart ever more open and her actions ever more impactful. She became one of the foundation's most dedicated volunteers, her presence inspiring others to join our cause. Her transformation was a living proof that redemption is always within reach, that it's never too late to choose empathy over indifference. Our work together taught us profound lessons about love, resilience, and the enduring power of human connection. We learned that true success isn't measured by personal achievements alone, but by the positive changes we bring to the lives of others. Through our shared journey, Tina and I discovered that kindness, once given, has the remarkable ability to return in ways we never could have anticipated. As I reflect on Emma's incredible journey, it becomes clear that one simple act of kindness can ignite profound change. Emma's decision to help the elderly woman not only transformed her own life but also inspired Tina to embrace empathy and compassion. Through their unwavering dedication, they built a foundation that empowered countless individuals, proving that genuine kindness transcends personal gain and fosters a community of support and resilience. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of love and the extraordinary outcomes that arise when we choose to act with integrity and heart. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring journey. Subscribe to our channel to follow more life stories that uplift, connect, and remind us of the incredible impact we can make through simple acts of kindness. Stay tuned for more heartfelt narratives that celebrate the human spirit.